From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides on the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Lipakshi, and today in my episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give a glimpse of our country's diversity. Mahashivratri is a Hindu festival which is dedicated to Lord Shiva. While there are a number of legends associated with the festival, the most popular states that Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati got married on this day. The festival is celebrated with great religious fervour all around the country. Let's take a look how different regions in India celebrated the grand festival this year.
Shiva temples decked up in colourful lights with devotees crowding around them to offer milk, flowers and leaves to shivlings marks the auspicious occasion of Mahashivratri. Observed on the new moon day in the month of Magh of the Hindu calendar, the festival is celebrated in the honor of Hindu god Shiva and marks a remembrance of overcoming darkness and ignorance in life and the world. Devotees also observe a full day fast on Mahashivratri, which is kept not only to attain Shiva's blessings, but is also a test of one's own determination. Like every year, this time too, the festival was observed with great faith and colour all around the country. In New Delhi, devotees arrived in large numbers at the famous Jhandewalan temple to offer prayers to their Lord.
आज का दिन जिसका वर्णन नहीं कर सकते उतना खास है। भगवान शिव का आज जो है प्राकट्य दिवस है, अर्थात भगवान शिव लिंग रूप में प्रकट हुए थे, पुराणों में वर्णन है। ये भी मान्यता है कि भगवान शिव और पार्वती का विवाह हुआ था आज के दिन, लेकिन पुराणों में ये भी वर्णन है कि भगवान शिव जो है अदृश्य थे, लेकिन आज के दिन भगवान शिव लिंग के रूप में इस भूधरा पे प्रकट हुए थे, इसलिए शिवरात्रि का भी विशेष महत्व है। तो आज का दिन भगवान शिव को समर्पित है।
Similar scenes were witnessed in Madhya Pradesh, where priests at Ujjain's Mahakal temple performed the famous Bhasma Aarti of Lord Shiva on the occasion of Mahashivratri. Following the traditional rituals, priests were also seen offering milk and honey to Shivling.
बाबा से प्रार्थना की थी तो आज उनका अविस्मरणीय इतना अति सुंदर रूप देखा गया है। जैसे महाकाल कहा जाता है, कालों के काल महाकाल, काल उसका क्या करे जो भक्त हो महाकाल का।
In the southern city of Thiruvananthapuram, a giant idol of Lord Shiva and Goddess Ganga were installed. People were seen clicking pictures of the idol. Meanwhile, in the religious capital of India, Varanasi, devotees celebrated the festival with much calmness and mysticism. Devotees thronged the shores of river Ganga to bathe in the holy waters and performed Shiv Puja on the ghats.
दुनिया की सबसे खूबसूरत जोड़ी शिव और पार्वती मैया की, तो ये आज हमारे बाबा की शादी है, विवाह है, और शिव का मतलब सब में सत्य है, वही शिव है, और एक दिव्य स्वरूप जो काशी में मिलता है, एक दूसरे से प्रेम मिलता है और हर हर महादेव का नारा हर जगह गूंजता है।
Shivratri celebrations in Rameshwaram city of Tamil Nadu were full of color, energy and zeal. Devotees thronged the Ramanatha Swami temple to mark the occasion by taking out a chariot procession with a Shiva statue on a pedestal. As Rameshwaram houses one of the 12 Jyotirlingas, a pool of devotees thronged the Ramnath Swami temple all day to offer prayers to the deity. Devotees believe that whatever one wishes for and prays for with devotion on this day, that wish is fulfilled. On this day, devotees mark the festivities by consuming drinks and sweets.
புண்ணிய தினம் தான் சிவராத்திரி புண்ணிய காலம். இப்போது 4 to 5:30 பிரம்ம முகூர்த்தமான இந்த நேரத்திலே சிவராத்திரி விரதத்தை தொடங்க வேண்டும். ராமேஸ்வரம் முதலான புண்ணிய தீர்த்தங்களில் நீராடி அந்த சிவராத்திரி விரதத்தை தொடங்க வேண்டும். இரவிலே 4 காலங்கள் சிவனை பூஜித்து தன்னையும் இந்த நாம பூஜித்து உயிர்ப்பித்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டும். அனைத்து குலதெய்வமாக சிவபெருமானே இருக்கிறார். இந்த சிவராத்திரி புண்ணிய காலத்திலே சிவ வழிபாட்டையும் குல வழிபாட்டையும் செய்தால் அந்த குலமானது செழித்து ஓங்கும். இந்த 12 ஜோதிர்லிங்க ஸ்தலத்திலே காசி ராமேஸ்வரம் மிகவும் முக்கியமானது. அதை கருதி ராமேஸ்வர புண்ணியத்திலே வட இந்தியாவிலிருந்தும் ஏராளமான பக்தர்கள் இந்த சிவராத்திரி புண்ணிய தினத்திலே கங்காபிஷேகம் செய்து வழிபட வந்துள்ளார்கள்.
In India, 12 Shivratris are observed in a year, out of which Mahashivratri is considered the most auspicious. According to legends, on this night, Lord Shiva performs the cosmic dance of creation, preservation and destruction, also known as Tandav.
India is a country where Sufism has not just flourished but has also become a way of integrating different religious communities. Even today, the teachings of these saints inform the lives of people, and this was very well reflected at the shrine of Saint Hazrat Sahasupi Abdul Rashid, where people of all faiths visit to seek the blessings of the holy saint.
Examples of peaceful coexistence and religious harmony are spotted all around the country, even in the most far-flung areas. Situated on the Indo-Bangladesh border of the Siliguri city lies the shrine of Hazrat Sahasupi Abdul Rashid, which is visited by people of different religious communities from nearby villages. It is believed that the saint fulfills the wishes of all and nobody returns empty-handed from here.
हम हर साल आता है, यहाँ का आदमी जो मुस्लिम हिंदू एक साथ हम मिलजुल के रहता है, क्योंकि इसका धर्म मुस्लिम का धर्म, इस्लाम धर्म का जो करना है वो कर लेता है. हमारा हिंदू धर्म का लोग वही मदरसे में दुआ मांग रहे हैं पीर बाबा से, क्योंकि यहाँ के कोई आपस में कोई झगड़ा झाटी नहीं होता है, मिलजुल के हम रहता है.
People from nearby villages of Chaturgach, Tilugach, Bugriveet, Jamagach and the Rajganj block of Jalpaiguri visit the shrine. It is quite commendable to note that officers of the Border Security Force make special arrangements and make sure that all devotees reach the shrine hassle-free. The shrine has been long serving as a symbol of religious harmony.
BSF के हायर हेडक्वार्टर से हर वर्ष ये परमिशन मिलती है ताकि हमारे इलाके के लोग आराम से अपने जो दुआएं हैं, जो अपना ट्रेडिशन है उसको फॉलो कर सकें, उसका पालन कर सकें. उसके लिए BSF पूरी व्यवस्था करती है. पूरे बॉर्डर पे एक्स्ट्रा पेट्रोल, एक्स्ट्रा गार्ड लगती है ताकि कोई भी अप्रिय घटना ना घटे. लेकिन हमारे देशवासी जो यहाँ पर रहने वाले हैं, जिनको यहाँ पर इस मज़ार पे आके दुआ पढ़ना ज़रूरी हर साल होता है, तो उनको हम सुविधा प्रदान करते हैं.
These dargahs loudly proclaim a message of peace and brotherhood, and they have long served as markers of social concord. The harmony between the many religious communities has been defining characteristic of India.
And now a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
Animal lovers in India gathered in northern Noida city to participate in the pet show Pet Gala, where dogs of different breeds including Labradors, Golden Retrievers, Doberman and Pug walked the ramp. While 400 dogs walked in to participate in the event, 280 cats took part in a feline championship.
We are here at the Pet Gala for the first time, and my champion boy has already won 3 prizes. We had an amazing time. It's a good weekend getaway with your pet where you can enjoy fun activities and spend some quality time with your pet and make them socialize with other pets as well. Since mine was very antisocial, coming here really helped. He's gotten along with dogs and people.
Pet Gala, which was held at the International Trade Expo Center Noida, marked the biggest pet show in the northern Indian city. Visitors, which included children, were excited to attend the pet show and spend quality time with the dogs and the cats. Renowned Indian director Sanjay Leela Bansali announced his maiden work with a web series as he held an interactive session for the upcoming Netflix series Hira Mandi with the OTT platform's Chief Executive Officer Ted Sarandos in Western Mumbai city. The web series cast Sonakshi Sinha, Manisha Koirala, Aditi Rao Hadri and Sharmeen Sehgal also attended the event.
Every woman is a queen. And these were courtesans who behind their veils were real women. They felt so much pain. There was so much that they went through. And yet they would come in the evening and sing and dance. Now look at those lives. They're called the courtesans. They do not have a very a place in society. Society goes to them. They please those men. They entertain those men. And they go back to their dark world. And once the prime time is over, the courtesan is dead and over, she is forgotten. So how are you going to, what about those jewelry that they wear and the makeup they wear and try and disguise and camouflage all the anguish that they feel? This is what is being told through the series.
Bansali, along with the cast of the upcoming Netflix release, also launched the series trailer. Hira Mandi takes the audience back to a pre-independent India where 3 generations of women made their livelihoods as courtesans in the red light district of Hira Mandi.
Ingrained with rich values and various beliefs, India is known for its diverse culture and unique traditions across the world. It is a land of Sufi saints who have not only played a key role in combining different religious communities, but also have emphasized on inward search for humanity. So today we take you to the shrine of Sufi saint Hazrat Syed Shah Moosa Qadri in Hyderabad city that has served as a pilgrimage site for the people coming from different religious and ethnic backgrounds.
The Dargah of Hazrat Syed Shah Moosa Qadri in the Hyderabad city is a testament to the marvelous heritage and culture Indians have preserved for generations. For more than 200 years, the shrine has remained an epicenter of communal harmony in the southern city of India.
आप आवाम नास के लिए हमेशा खिदमत गुजार करते थे, दुआ करते थे और जो शख्स भी है अमीर और फ़कीर जो भी आता कोई बिला लिहाज मजहब मिल्लत हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई हर एक से मिलते और हर एक के लिए जो है दुआ करते। तो मालूम ये हुआ कि आप इंटीग्रेशन के बहुत बड़े सूफी सेंट थे जिससे आज सारा शहर हैदराबाद दक्कन जो है आपका मुतक़िद था।
Syed Shah Fazlullah Qadri, the custodian of the Dargah and a descendant of the revered Sufi saint, doesn't get tired of narrating incidents about Hazrat Syed Shah Moosa Qadri and his miraculous prowess. He says the Sufi saint saved hundreds of lives during the floods in Hyderabad in 1829 AD and thereafter in 1908.
1827 ईस्वी की बात है तो ये जो पुल क़दीम है वो पुल जो है टूट गया, पानी करीब आने लगा तो लोगों ने आपसे आके इल्तिजा की क्योंकि यहीं पर खानक़ाह सूफिया मौजूद है तो आप वहाँ पर आराम फरमाते थे और वहाँ ज़िक्र व शक्र में रहते थे। सुबह का वक्त था तो लोगों ने सरकार ने फरमाया हुजूर पुल टूट चुका है और पानी आ रहा है तो शायद हो जाए कि पूरा हमारा शहर क़दीम यानी चार मीनार का शहर पूरा डूब जाए। आप फरमाए ठीक है हम दुआ करते हैं। आप खानक़ाह शरीफ जो आज यहाँ पर मौजूद है तो उस खानक़ाह में आपका एक बैठने का मकाम था जिसे गद्दी शरीफ कहा जाता है और वहाँ आप अक्सर बशर रात का वक्त गुजारते, रात भर बिल्कुल ही अलग कोने बैठकर अल्लाह की बात करते थे। सुबह उठे हुए थे आपके जो है आपके इल्तिजा के बाद पूरे महल्ले के लोग आए और आप उसी अंदाज में एक जिक्र की, एक फ़िक्र की, एक फैज़ की और एक सूफी सेंट के अंदाज में अल्लाह से रुजू होते हुए दुआ करते हुए निकले बाहर निकल। फरमाया कि जब आपने देखा कि पुल का पानी बह रहा है और करीब नर गया तो आपने एक निगाह डाली और अपने नगरी से इशारा किया कि उसको ए मुस्निदी के क्या तुझे नहीं मालूम कि मैं मूसा हूँ और तू मुँह से उतर जा और पानी वहीं थम गया और फिर पूरा पानी वापस हो गया।
After these miraculous events, the faith in the Sufi saint had further emboldened among his followers. Till date, A large number of devotees from different religious backgrounds visit the dargah and pay their tribute to the holy saint.
And now we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
Around 1,000 performers clad in traditional costumes featuring white wax masks and hats adorned with huge ostrich feathers paraded to the sound of drums in Belgium's most famous carnival, the first to be held in 3 years. Some 55,000 visitors came to the town each of the 3 festive days, culminated in Mardi Gras, said Patrick Haumont, a spokesperson for the carnival in Binche, which is about 50 kilometers southwest of Belgium's capital Brussels. To the cheers and applause of spectators, the merrymakers toddled down the historic streets with baskets full of oranges, throwing the fruit at revelers during what UNESCO says is one of Europe's oldest surviving street carnivals. Binche's lead character is the Gile, a figure wearing a brown, red and golden costume with a white cap and small green spectacles featured on its face mask. On reaching the town's main square for the parade's big finale, the Giles don elaborate ostrich feather hats weighing several kilograms. Pierrots, sailors, harlequins and peasants follow in the procession, small bells tuned to their costumes ringing as local brass bands play the streets.
Large crowds of film fans welcomed director Steven Spielberg on the Berlinale red carpet evening as the 76-year-old filmmaker was honored with the festival's Lifetime Achievement Award. Spielberg, whose credits include some of the biggest grossing and best-loved works in cinema history, including E.T. and Jaws, took time to sign autographs and pose for photographs ahead of his honorary Golden Bear Award ceremony and the screening of his latest film, The Fabelmans, a drama inspired by his childhood and teen years. Co-written by Spielberg and Tony Kushner, the movie is set in the 1950s and 60s and follows the fictional character Sammy Fabelman, who is loosely based on Spielberg as a young man, as he fosters a love for film and discovers a family secret that changes the way he views the world.
Washoku, a traditional dietary culture in Japan, is also registered as a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage. A number of seasonal dishes are prepared using Japanese ingredients, which is a tradition among artisan chefs. A training program is being conducted at Washoku Restaurant in Kyoto with the support of Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries of Japan, where foreign chefs to develop foreign human resources. This year, 12 chefs trained for 10 days.
Japanese government has supported this program because this is so important in our future. Because the number of Japanese restaurants is increasing all over the world, but the number of Japanese chefs, is not actually increasing. Japanese cuisine has a long history of tradition. We got to maintain this tradition, so we got to maintain this history of tradition of Japanese cuisine with the help of yours. Only Japanese cannot make it. So we need to work together to keep our Japanese tradition.
These young chefs know the complexity and flavors of Japanese ingredients, and these training programs will help in promoting Washoku all over the world.
A furniture exhibition was recently held in Tokyo City of Japan. A variety of inbound conscious products are introduced at the exhibition. Fukui Prefecture in Japan is famous for its wood and timber. Inside this trailer, there is a special theatre room made of wood. As this space is well designed and made of wood, it gives a sense of warmth to the visitors along with high quality sound.
福井県杉の木がたくさんありまして、その木を利用してその木でできることということで、その木で作ったいろんな製品を販売するということで今回参加させていただいております。ホテルとかリゾート施設なんかで設置していただいて、広い例えば芝生の大きい広場とかで
シアタールーム的な感じで使うこともできますし、日本の杉の良さっていうのを一つ感じてほしいなとは思うんですけれども、福井県の杉を使ったいろんな技術がありますので、そういう技術もこの施設あるいは他の製品で感じてもらえるとありがたいですね。
With the help of some unique ideas that accumulated during the COVID-19 period, Japan is providing more comfort and new experience to foreign tourists.
Well, Jammu and Kashmir has always been a dream destination for all adrenaline junkies. Recently, a group of 12 bikers completed a long bike expedition from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, with Srinagar being their final destination. Take a look.
Jammu and Kashmir has always been an ideal destination for adventure tourism. With its bumpy roads and fantastic views, the Union Territory has something for every adventure enthusiast. Every year, adrenaline junkies from not just around India but the world rush to the territory for enjoying different kinds of activities like paragliding, mountain trekking, biking or winter sports. Recently, a group of 12 bikers concluded their biking expedition in Srinagar city all the way from the southernmost part of the country, Kanyakumari.
ये कन्याकुमारी से इन्होंने 10 तारीख को स्टार्ट किया। कश्मीर इनका लास्ट एंड पॉइंट था कश्मीर, श्रीनगर। ये रास्ते में इन्होंने बहुत से स्टेट क्रॉस की है। इनका मकसद था यहाँ आने का कि टूरिज़्म एडवेंचर को प्रमोशन मिले, और जो ये अब यहाँ से वापस जाएंगे, जो बात बात पे होते हैं, जैसे बात किसी दोस्त से करेंगे कि हम कश्मीर गए थे, मतलब वहाँ जो एक तो प्रिंट मीडिया है वो तो ये तो नेचुरल बात करेंगे उधर, और ये इनका ड्रीम है कि यहाँ पे ये प्रमोट हो जाए टूरिज़्म, स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज़, क्योंकि इनका मन है कि सबको रोज़गार मिलेगा। इनका यही एक ड्रीम है कि हम यहाँ तक आए। इन्होंने कम से कम 12 दिन ट्रैवलिंग की है।
The bike expedition was organized by Jetty Revelers in collaboration with some local travelers of the valley. The group includes bikers from Mumbai, Bangalore, Dubai and other places as well. The objective behind organizing this biking expedition was to promote adventure tourism and sports. The long and wonderful expedition concluded at the Lalit Grand Palace in Srinagar. These bikers were thrilled exploring the attractive routes and beautiful destinations and to witness how beautiful Kashmir is as a tourism destination.
There is a lot of scope for tourism. So definitely, yes, we will go back and tell all our friends and families what we have seen here, the kind of hospitality we got here in Jammu and Kashmir, especially here in Srinagar. We will definitely pass on this message. And as riders, we are a group of friends and businessmen. The aim is not just to fulfill our passion to ride, but while riding, we also fulfill certain social causes like girl child education or old age homes, handicapped people. We try to support all these causes.
I got a big list from my wife to buy few stuff which is available only in Kashmir, right? Some obviously have to go now and buy things to keep her happy. I met a lot of people from here. They've been extremely hospitable. I mean, they've been very kind, very generous, very helpful. And I personally feel it kind of checks all the box from a tourism perspective and from a welcoming perspective. So I mean, this is something which we try to inspire other people as well who would love to go on an adventure sport, be it biking or any kind of a mountaineer activity, right? So we'd obviously like to encourage them. One, that apart from being fit, it also kind of opens up as an individual per se, right? From a tourism perspective or from a youngster perspective here in Kashmir, what we want to do is we want to promote that, okay, fine, we are doing all this because we are kind of educated, now we have a job in hand and now we can afford to do that. So that's a message what we want to give to the youngsters here as well.
With such events organized on regular basis at various offbeat destinations will not just lead to their inclusion in the itinerary of tourists, but also bring a revolution in the tourism industry of Jammu and Kashmir.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@aniin.com. I'm your host Lipakshi, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.